So,
Oh boy.
I thought I had something funny to say, but I don't. There's nothing funny about what's happened in Carrion. There's a lot of things that are funny that happened, but the time has come. Unfortunately, Molden cannot be with us any longer due to unforeseen circumstances, and I'm really tired. Time for some more Carrion Crown. Oh, wait, actually, I should probably change the OBS, shouldn't I? I'm going to change the OBS because I see Molden and Assyria are still there, but Molden's gone and Assyria's passed out on the floor.
Yeah.
Well, Assyria's alive. Assyria's... she's better than some people. In any case, to my patrons who have been patient and are sick, thank you guys for your support. And to the non-patrons hanging out as we maybe possibly round this out. I have faith in Chewie. Chewie is brave and Chewie is powerful. Thank you all for your support. Chewie, we're off initiative for right now, but you're the only one standing. And the floor is yours as I quickly adjust my OBS overlay. Boom!
Okay.
So to bring you up to speed really quickly, you're on top, you're on the roof. The roof is on fire. I'm sorry, I couldn't.
Wait, what?
it's got much worse for you. Oh my computer is dividing by 0 right now. Where is the pitiful? So above you, where that like the triangle is, where the monster's token is, above that there's a spire made of like twisted iron that runs up, and at the very top there's a bunch of lightning rods.
Okay.
The creature is still below you. The creature is... Last you saw, Assyria's body was being dragged by, you presume, an invisible Molden, but now you can't see anything down there really through the enormous monster beneath you. It seems to not really be paying attention to you, just trying to, like, get down the hole. However, it would probably have to tear up some of that tower or like suck it in to get where you are, but it could maybe possibly pull it off if it were provoked.
Okay.
And we had a 30-minute conversation in the Discord about how falling on things a la what's that game that people play? A la Dark Souls would be Chewie's salvation. Just oops.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
So I'd like to roll a knowledge arcane to figure this out.
Sure.
Did it roll?
It did not.
Alright. Come on, roll to me. Don't do this to me now.
Oh, it's doing it. We're super late because you got stuck in traffic, and now your roll 20 doesn't work. Everyone's... Oh, never mind.
15.
15. Okay. So from where you're standing now, it's kind of hard to say. You would need to climb up into the railing to learn more about whatever it is that's up there. That said, you're pretty high up, and it like up here the wind is a little windier than it was back down like on the platforms and stuff.
Alrighty. I look at the weather to see what it's like. I know it's windy, but any storms because of this thing's made of metal.
Looks pretty clear. Clouds. Looks pretty clear right now.
Okay. Alrighty. So I'd have to climb up the thing?
Yeah. It's like a scaffold made out of wrought iron, basically.
Alrighty. I would like to climb up the thing.
Alrighty. Give me a climb check.
Alrighty.
And he fumbles and falls to his death. No, okay, that's more than good enough. It's windy, it's a little awkward, but you can make it up there. And there is a platform at the very top. At the top, there's this really weird-looking brass device. It's studded with dials and protrusions and things like that, filled with some kind of purple liquid. And there's a bunch of, like, rubbery cables, some kind of conductor.
Does he have time to take 20?
He definitely does not.
I was hoping to say he definitely does. Well, here's an arcane check now that I'm closer.
Okay, works for me.
Darn,
Oof.
an 8.
Yep, that's magic, all right. Probably.
Hmm.
Maybe.
Could my hand make a knowledge check?
Can it? I have no idea. Is
Well,
that a
it
thing
can.
they can do? I wouldn't go for it.
Hand's knowledge.
Hands knowledge.
You could say it's very handy in these situations.
Yeah.
I know it's with let's see. I know it is with disable devices and stuff like that, but because it counts as a black blade can.
Okay, good
So-
enough for me. Make it so. Look at Chewie
Alright.
having outs.
16.
16.
And since with the black blade, that would be a total of 18.
18. So the blade manifests itself in your hand. Just, Master, this seems to power some kind of... It, like, involuntarily your hand moves around so the sword can get a full, like, glimpse of everything. Some kind of control mechanism? I'm unsure.
Well, let's see. What do you think would turn it on?
Hard to say, Master. It, like, your hand down to look at all of the, like, dials and things.
Okay. I'm kind of afraid
how's
to
your
start.
UMD?
Oh, use magic device. Okay. Let's see here. I have a +1.
That means it's trained. So you're telling me there's a chance.
Man, what's with all these medium rolls?
Oh,
I didn't mean to roll 2 there.
It's cool. 16's not quite good. There's a bunch of like dials and buttons and knobs and things that you can press, and some of them make noise as you do so, but nothing seems to really happen.
Okay.
Except for the fact that as you kick that on, it makes enough noise that you hear the sounds of something scuttering up the walls behind you. Or rather, below you, excuse me. Master, we should leave!
We're going to die!
And at this point,
To be
basically...
fair, I don't think it needs to worry about the dying part as much as you do.
He's right, you know. I will give you 3. You can't take 20, but you have 3 rounds worth of checks before it is upon you as it starts coming up the walls and trying to squeeze through places. Both Knowledge Arcana and Use Magic Device are the ones we're looking for.
Alrighty.
As I quickly look at your mod to see, yeah, it's do. So I'm telling you, there's a chance.
I'm going to do 1 use magic device since it's my lowest.
Okay.
With a 19 to do that. An arcane. Oof.
Oof, skis.
And an arcane. A 20.
Okay, the 20 is good enough. As the golem makes its way to not the platform where you are, but on the roof, you do somehow, some way, as Edgar is just like jamming buttons and throwing switches, eventually, whatever this is, it kicks on. The machine begins humming, sparking. Bolts of lightning start flying around randomly. We're back on initiative, and you're first. High or low, Chewie?
High.
All right.
It's right in the middle.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll again. Good enough. So a bolt of lightning does fire out from this thing, but it doesn't go towards you. Rather, it fires down towards the monster, who will make a quick reflex save and take... I think he passes, so he'll take half this. It is incensed. It is angry.
My hand sword gives it the middle finger.
Oh, okay, good.
You certain it's your hand sword or just your hand or the swords? It's
Yeah, bit of both.
Bit of both. And it is your turn, Edgar.
Okay, how far away is it?
It's about about 30 feet below you.
Alrighty, that works. Okay, since we did say I had the bag of holding, I
Yes.
pull out the wand of acid arrows,
Okay, sure.
and it's within 400 feet here with the spell, so it needs to make a reflex save here,
Hog
and
donkey.
the wand's at its minimum cast level possible.
Yup.
So,
Now I gotta find my stats. Where there are my stats? Alright. Here goes nothing. I think he fails.
okay. Let's see here. And I'll make a ranged touch attack. So that would be a d20 plus 6 plus... Let's see. So I don't have acid arrows as a macro.
It's okay.
Let's see here.
Swinging
Plus
a whopping touch of 8. So I think
Don't
you
you
got this
need
one.
to?
And I
roll
have a
use
plus
magic
8.
to-
Oh, yeah,
Don't
you
you-
do need to roll a UMD. He's right.
Yeah, if you don't have it on your spell list, then you need to roll, I think, a DC 20 to use a wand.
Yup.
Okay, I got the spell pulled up. I'm trying to see if it's Inquisitor, and it is not Inquisitor.
Sadly not. Nope.
Oof.
Oofskis. Alright, well give us the UMD.
Hey!
Nice.
Okay.
On the money.
Somehow, some way you make it go. And
You actually rolled a 19.
5% of the time it works all the time. And if you could
Well, it's 10%.
shoosh, enough with your math. And if you can make that touch attack, I mean, just throw a d20. Yep, you're good. Okay, it hits and he fails the save.
Okay, so that is 2d4 acid damage.
Yipper, and 1 acid damage per round or something like.
Yeah, for every 3 caster levels.
So we assume
Minimum.
for 1 round.
Yeah,
Okay,
one
cool.
round. So that's a 2d4 plus 0. But here we go. 5 acid.
Decidedly average. Good enough. Okay, anything else from you?
I have the bow ready to be drawn as I have the wand in my other hand ready to switch quickly if needed.
Okay, fair enough. So up comes Assyria is doing a nappy, an involuntary nappy, and up comes the monster. It has a climb speed, so it can just kind of scurry up, chasing after you, and it's gonna take a swing. .33 to hit
That hits.
for 21 points of damage. And whoops, I'm trying to get to a d20, but it wouldn't let me. Trying to grab onto you. It's a 30 over your CMD.
Adding the damage, so my CMD is combat maneuver bonus, combat maneuver defense is an 18, so yeah, it gets it.
So this thing comes scurrying up, seemingly in response to this machine kicking on, and it swings up and it grabs you by the throat with its hand, and you're up.
You cut out there, I'm what?
Dead. You're not dead. You're not dead. You're up.
Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, so I'm technically being grappled.
Yes.
What do I need to roll again?
Yeah, give it a couple more rounds, and then you're right, and then our prediction will be correct.
That's fair. Okay, so then,
Do I need to roll my combat maneuver to get out?
yes, if that's what you wanted to do.
Or escape artist, I think.
Or you could attack with a light weapon. You could, I think you can activate a wand while you're grappled. Oh, I took a point of acid damage. That's fair. Also, could you roll 2d4 for me really quickly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take
Got it.
6.
And 6 it is. So you can try to CMB out. You can, there's a lot of things you can do.
I would like to combat maneuver out.
Okay. Unfortunately, a 15 is not quite good enough.
Alrighty, so do I still get my second turn since I have 6 plus 1 for my base attack?
No, you don't get to. That was a standard action to try to break
Gotcha.
the grapple.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try to maintain the grapple. Actually, I need to... I'm going to roll percentage dice again. And this time it's low. Make a reflex save, Chewie. Or, well, no, this is a lightning bolt, so both of us need to make a reflex save. The lightning from the machine you kicked on is going to hit both of you.
Both of us.
And if you can make a reflex save...
E.
Well, one of those things is worse than the other. Since you're
But-
touching the thing that is important, you are considered... Well, you don't have improved evasion. So it's 12 points of electric damage.
Alrighty, does it take it to like an AoE?
It would, but everything touching the thing you're on is considered to have evasion, and it passed.
Okay.
And... gonna try to maintain the grapple with a 37.
It maintains.
And it's going to move its way... Or, no. Nah. I think what it's going to do is just... It's going to use its action to put you up into the, like, spidery tentacles that are in its grasp. Or in its, like, coming out of its back, rather. And if you could make a fort save.
Let's see, fortitude. What? Fortitude. Oh, that's fortitude. Lost fortitude. Hello.
Hello.
Everybody went quiet on my end.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on that fort save.
Hello.
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 Ghost noises.
One of us, one of us, one of us.
No, no.
Make your fort save.
I know. Hang on. I'm having a blind moment. And if anyone knows my past, you understand that.
It's fair.
You're having a Chewie flashback.
It's Chewie flashback. It's trying to eat you now.
The
Oh, there it
Manticore,
is.
not again.
Did it? Oh,
It did not yet.
whoa.
Now it is
There
so.
it is. And
Now it
unfortunately,
is so.
Edgar is paralyzed for the next 6 rounds. Chewie...
Technically not. My
What?
hand can still move independently of me because hand's anatomy.
Okay, fine. Good. So proud of you. Good. It's your turn. Congratulations. What does your hand do, you nerd?
Okay. Don't we have a potion of remove petrification or paralyzation?
I have no idea. Maybe.
I'm going to
I
do a
think
quick.
it's hard
Can
to
I do a?
do.
Well, would that count though? I mean,
It can feed me up.
it would work when he is unconscious, but
How
if it's
far can your
body
hand
is now
move?
alive-
Like, it's just your hand.
My
Yeah,
hand has
also-
control. Imagine that my arm. No, it has control of my arm for this.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
it's not just the wrist. It can
It's
be
not
like,
just that like it detaches from your hand and starts like crawling around.
But,
It can-
but wouldn't
it-
the arm itself
if it's
still
cut.
be
If it's cut
paralyzed?
off. If my hand is cut off, it can move freely from me that way and reattach itself.
I guess really quickly, to sate my own curiosity, what's the ability called again?
It's like hands anatomy, but be careful. There's a possessed hand thing that's similar to it.
Hands anatomy.
So maybe typing constant carbuncle might show it because you could get the possessed hand thing that can detach.
Nah, I see.
I had a
got it.
wizard. I had a wizard with a possessed hand. It was fun.
So you reduce the penalties for fighting with 2 weapons. That's good enough in of itself, isn't it? When you are unconscious, paralyzed, asleep, or stunned, your possessed hand can still act on your behalf in a limited fashion. The hand uses your statistics while performing any action in this manner. The hand can't take attacks of opportunity, but can draw attacks of opportunity. Fun. The hand can retrieve or pick up an item or weapon as a standard action. The hand can attempt any of the following skill checks at -4. Disable device, escape, artist, heal, sleight of hand, UMD. The hand can knock you prone. What? Just the hand can knock you prone as a free action and drag you while you're prone at a speed of 5 feet as a full round. The hand can perform any other action appropriate for a hand of arms, such as pouring a held potion in your mouth or awakening you from a sleep spell. The hand can make a single melee or ranged attack with a light or one-handed weapon as a full round action. So from these, since you're not holding the potion,
Got it.
the best it could do is attack for you.
It's good enough. Does it? How hurt does the thing look?
Yeah.
Well, how? From my
I
hand's
mean, you
perspective.
were holding the wand.
Yeah.
Also that, if the hand would need to make the UMD at -4.
Which mine's already a -1.
Mm-hmm.
I mean a 1. So yeah.
So at -3.
Okay. I don't think that would be.
Well, it would just drop your chance from 10% to 5%. It's not that big of a deal.
It's not. Okay. I want to roll it and just -4 from it. Okay.
Basically, you're looking for a natural 12. No, not quite.
So that's a full round from my hand.
That's a full round from your hand. This is the... You kicked it on, it ran up and grabbed you, and then... Okay, so now we're on round 3. You're paralyzed at the end of the round. Basically, it's just going to stand here and try to ooze you to death.
Ooze.
12,
It got ooze.
12 points of acid damage, and it passes to
Ooh,
you.
it is my
The
hand's
lightning
turn.
thing?
Is it? What gave those 12? The acid from the beast?
The acid from while held in the tentacles, paralyzed or not, a victim automatically takes 2d4 plus 9 points of damage each round. I'm calling it acid damage because it's like the damage is untyped and it comes from some kind of secretion. So sure, acid damage.
Alrighty.
Hey,
Okay.
lightning?
Yeah.
Oh yes, thank you. Sure, Chewie, you can't make a save right now.
I know.
8 points of electric damage.
Still alive. Still
And-
alive.
Likewise, I take 8 points of electric damage. If I was running constructs a little closer to the hilt, I'd be hasted right now. It's just, oh good, oh goody. Already.
I forgot.
Oh, it's currently not attacking, so it doesn't get an extra attack, so that's fine.
They will attack the air twice. Just blah, 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 blah.
Oh dear. Okay. So I need a nat 20.
I think being grappled might actually be less bad than not being grappled and being attacked. I think the chance of that thing dealing damage to you while you're paralyzed with its, I think, like 3 attacks per round would be way worse than the acid damage.
So I'm basically have to roll a nat 20 on use magic.
Yeah, pretty much.
The
The hand can attack it,
Alrighty.
though.
Which is what I'm probably going to do. Okay.
Or it could
Go
just
ahead.
go master and
Get
make
the
you
sword.
monkulous.
Go hand go. Let's see
That
what did I.
should hit.
I think it does. I forget. Hold up. I gotta do a... unfortunately, it just doesn't. The magic number was 25.
So Tommy, how do you feel about running 2 Kingmaker games?
Oh, I feel great about it. I feel so great that Chewie now takes 14 points of the damage plus 10. Oh, wait. Excuse me. I missed a d6 there. 1 less. 9 points of damage.
I heard you will be super happy about having to bookkeep 2 kingdoms and their financial status.
Well, I'm at 0, but my hand could remove a potion from my backpack and heal me.
It would
It'll take 2 turns.
That is true.
What's your con, though? Because they could probably do more than your con modifier and damage in 1.
It didn't one-shot me with the damage it did there, but my con modifier is... I have a +2 in con. It gives me my con gives me a +2.
What's your total con
con
score?
Is it 14?
Yeah.
So that means he would need to only do 14 more points of damage against you in order to perma-kill you.
Well, he might deal less.
Let's see. Tommy.
Okay, fair enough.
Roll the dice.
So it's on Edgar now.
Okay.
No, it's on his hand.
It's on my hand. Who knew my car monk would be having such a spotlight right now?
I mean, hero points. Who
Do
knows?
those exist?
Do we even gain them?
Hero points
I-
to stabilize as you're auto taking. He'd buy himself a turn, basically.
Yeah.
So I still have a hero point though.
Yeah, you definitely have your hero point.
The hand could
Okay.
do the term. Basically, give the hand a turn to do the Terminator quote. The Terminator thumbs up.
Okay. So, I would like to use a hero point to stabilize, and then my hand could do a combat maneuver to escape the grapple.
Your hand can do an escape artist to escape the grapple.
Oh, escape! Oh,
At
This is gonna be
-4.
exciting. Oh boy.
Okay. I am going to use a hero point to stabilize at 1 as my hand stabs it again. Because at this point, it's probably like, just die.
Just die. Yeah, it's probably fair.
Oof.
No. Ouch.
Yeah, not quite so much. No, 13 does do a big heckin' miss, friend.
Ooh, that's a 3 on the dice. Ouch.
Yep.
So what it comes down to now is I'm gonna roll 2d4 plus 9. Watch me roll max.
Close to max.
Yeah, jinxed that one. So Chewie did do the thing that Chewie was supposed to do. If Edgar would like to flavor his death, Edgar can
Okay.
flavor his death, but
I mean, Asiri has a hero point. I
That's-
don't know if I can use it unconscious.
probably not, no.
I
The
don't
series
think so.
basically out of this one.
So I get struck
Oh.
by lightning.
If you'd like.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Alright. Since I did burn the hero point to stabilize, our eyes go conscious as I direct the last blade that misses, but then the lightning hits me as I just trying to stab and swing. You can see the burn scars from it on around me, and I say, I'm sorry. TSR, I failed. I wasn't able to survive long enough to cure you. I hope my place in the afterlife is... Let's go through his head. Is a good place. Never thought I'd die. As I try to stab at it one more time, but I'm too weak. As my hand goes limp, holding the sword in this thing. With me all burnt from the lightning.
Okay. And as that happens, you turn and your head lolls in the direction of down, and coming up basically right behind the monster that has you grabbed is a familiar face you may not have seen. It doesn't say anything. You knew him as Bob, and he looks in the direction of the whatever that is that you've activated. His eyes are kind of dead and glassed over, and then they kind of he shakes his head, and some of the life comes back to it, and he sees the monster, and the monster sees him, and he'll roll for initiative, and that's how you're supposed to beat this. Chewie, I'm gonna let you run this guy.
Okay.
Okay.
I have his stats. He's going at 10, which means he's first.
Alrighty.
Basically, just he sees Edgar go limp, and there's a angry, wordless scream as the beast picks up an ogre hook that's hung into his back and goes rushing at the other construct.
Alright.
I have his stat block. You tell
Okay.
me what you want to do.
I would. Does an ogre hook, since it's a chain, kind of count as ranged?
No, an ogre hook is not a chain. It's basically just a big stick with a curved bit at the end. Almost.
Gotcha. I go in. Does he have any special abilities?
He can rage.
I would like to rage.
And so he does.
And attack if I can.
Okay.
Too.
He moves in. I'll let you roll the d20.
Alright. I don't know what I'm adding, but that's a 12.
It hits. For
Okay.
2d8
You're
plus
adding
10.
enough.
You're adding some math.
I said enough, but that works too.
Enough is math, you nerd. Stop heckling me. Dead people don't talk. Oh, there it is. Fair enough.
13.
15 points of ouchie.
15. Yep.
And in return, shrieking back, Edgar's body drops to like the side of the... Is this the end of Edgar? I'll ask that question now.
I want to say no.
Okay, so his body doesn't careen off the tower. However, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna put his stat block in the Discord so Chewie can monitor it. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bam. Bam.
Ba-ba-ba-bum.
It's kind of crappy that this is how you're supposed to beat him, but this is how you're supposed to beat him. All right, Chewie, there's your stat block.
Okay.
And that way I don't have to scroll constantly back and forth between big spippy monsters. Gonna try to full attack him.
Improved uncanny dodge.
So,
Dang.
wow.
First attack is a 33. Second attack is a 25 to confirm.
Oh, yeah, that confirms. It confirms by 1.
Well, we're off to a great start. Okay. Lost my damage. Where's my damage? Who is damage? What is damage? So then that means I do 12d6 from 2 attacks for the purposes of your DR, plus 18.
Oh,
Yes, I
you
count on
have
my
to
fingers. From 2 attacks, 64 damage.
2, so that's minus 10, so that'll be 54.
Alrighty, and then he's gonna try to grab you.
Man, I'm getting flashbacks to the playtest. Me controlling the monsters.
12
Yeah, right.
D6? Wow.
So that's a 28 to hit the combat maneuver.
Yeah, 39 and a 28. Both attacks have grab on them.
Oh, okay. So I need. Where's his combat maneuvers? His reflexes,
Where is combat maneuver?
offenses, reflex, special.
Oh, did I not put his C and B in there? That's my bad. You don't get one. You're grabbed. Haha. Where even is it? Damn. Hang on. I did not give Chewie enough information. Poop. I thought I had all of it, but it's not all there. CMD is 30.
Alrighty. So the first one gets, the second one does not.
And the beast is grappled, and it's on you.
Alright, does he have good combat maneuver bonus to get out?
23.
Let's see.
He also he can also slam.
Oh, yeah. I would like to slam, so let's see. Raid, special attack.
It's in his
Rage.
melee.
Oh, okay. It's 2d8. Plus
First you gotta
1d6.
hit though.
Okay. And that is with a plus 21.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
Oh, just so you know, Bob's renewed vigor can heal him. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
28 hits.
Dang, I just noticed that Bob is actually a higher CR than this thing.
Bob's a big boy.
Yeah.
Bob the big boy.
And now plus 1d6
damage.
electricity. Plus anything. Nope.
Just that D6 from his AMF.
You get 2 slams, so you try that twice?
He does not get 2 slams. He has 1 standard action.
Since I'm grappled.
Gotcha.
Alrighty, so that's my turn.
Alrighty, I'm gonna attack. Well, actually, I'm gonna try to maintain the grapple. As I wonder if my camera's probably. No, the camera's not present. Good job, camera. Oh, I'm looking at the beast stats. Damn, that's what I get for helping you. That is technically an attack, so a 1 can fumble. So the beast is ungarbled, and it's on the beast.
Okay.
And you're on. I'm sorry, that was
Okay. So I didn't know when you said the beast. I didn't know if you meant that the creature or not. Okay, I'm going to do another Hulk Slam. 20. Does me raging increase my attack bonus?
I think those are
Full
already
attack.
figured in.
Full attack.
Okay, I'd like to full attack. Then how does that work with this?
Okay, you get 3 attacks with your ogre hook.
Okay, Ogre Hook. Then yeah, that'll be a 1. Plus 21. Roll. And roll. And roll.
Okay, yeah, all of those connect.
Alrighty. 2d8 plus 10.
Or 6d8 plus 30.
That works better. Oh, 6d8 or 6d6?
68.
Okay,
I think his weapon is 2d8 anyway.
it is.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Okay, so then that's minus that would be... Whoops. And I'm going to go back and double check if you'd like to flavor it.
Oh, okay. I was not expecting that. As he just tears into this thing's backside, its tentacles, its eyes, its head, its everything, just ripping its limbs off with the ogre hook till there's no more, even through the weird whatever this goo is, just tearing out till eventually there's not enough of it connected to even move.
An indeterminate amount of time later, Asiri wakes up. How damaged is Asiri right now? Like as of at this moment.
She is at -2.
-2. So okay, got it. And I assume okay. So at some point you come to.
Asiri blinks. Everything's sort of like hazy as its vision's coming back, and she probably doesn't sense Lulu right now.
It's accurate.
She is going to close her eyes and turn over.
Okay. Over, like, as in, like, onto your stomach?
Basically just like flip sides. Switch
Ow.
sides.
Okay, fair enough.
She's not happy.
You are, for the record, you're still in that tower. You're not sure how much time has passed. The last thing you remember was getting hit by that big construct.
Gotcha. All right. If that's the case, Asiri will actually get up. She is screaming and yelling incoherently. She runs up, casts protection from energy acid, because that's what hurt her last time.
And
I believe her last use of produce flame, and she will run into the room, like, ready to attack the thing.
and as you get up there, the place was a mess before, but it looks like a hurricane came through since the last time you saw it. Everything is in a different place than it was before. Anything breakable has been broken. The adamantine, you can tell now from the greenish on the inside of that Iron Maiden, has been ripped open, and a body with its eyes like bloody, laying face down, lies on the floor. And so does Lulu's body.
Or rather, a bunch of feathers.
Or rather, a bunch of feathers.
Siri is... collapses. She is sobbing and sobbing and sobbing. If uninterrupted, some time will pass and she will sort of take a deep breath, wipe her nose, which I am sure is a mess right now, and she will begin to look around for any sign of Edgar.
In here, no. There's a whole... Well, make a perception check.
And the beast ain't even there this time.
Yeah. It's been... Siri doesn't know this, but 8 hours have passed. It's probably dark out, actually. Yeah, on that note. But yeah,
That's a thing.
roll for perception. There's enough stuff in here that put off light that, like, you'd be able to see.
All right.
So I'll have everybody know before somebody, I know one of my patrons is watching this, and he likes Carrion Crown a lot.
Oh, it's...
and
Is
so
it
do I.
dark? Then it's a
Yes.
plus 10 instead of a 7.
Good, congratulations, you nerd. As I was saying, there's someone who watches this who's gonna be real mad about this, but I talked to a friend of mine who's in the army, because I don't really know how grenades work, and as you go looking around, you remember when you first saw the thing, Edgar dropped a pellet grenade and ran. As you flip over the body of the older human man, it's very obvious that the ricochet was just enough. He couldn't move to dodge the grenade, and 2 of the pellets went into his eyes and then back. Very, very dead is he. The woman laying next to him, she was in some kind of tank, and then nope, I died. Boop, 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 boop. Well, I'm coming through here.
She was in some kind of tank, then what?
She was in
Hello?
some kind of tank, and then Discord crapped its pants.
Yeah.
The liquid smells really off-putting and gross and foul. There is a wand that has been knocked down. It lies in between the 2 of them. In addition, there's probably some loot in this room too. Poopy-doopy-doo. What was in this room? Damn, that's rough. There's no... The only thing that seems to be of value in this room is that wand. You could still... The shutters are still open. Most of the webs have been cleared. As if, again, like a hurricane came through here.
Any sign of the ring from Lulu?
I assume it was on her body.
Ah.
That's in the pile
I
of feathers.
sort of assumed her body went poof, and so it might have been anywhere.
No, fair.
But-
Mechanically speaking, yes, it's still there.
Okay. Asiri will pick it up and with a heavy heart put it on.
Okay.
And some channel positive energy is probably in order because she's not feeling too good.
Yeah, she got her level times her con back from 8 hours of rest.
My level times con, that's actually...
I think that's what it is. I always screw up what you get from rest. Like, I play this game for money, and I will never remember that formula to save my life. But you've rested for 8 hours.
Because I was going to say my level times my con score would put me back at full.
No. Okay, never mind. That's wrong. I think it's just your level. I forget. I'm really tired.
Anyway, I'm assuming this is probably going to be more RP based at this point, so...
In brighter news, you've technically cleared Trial of the Beast.
Yes.
We just have an hour and a half worth of epilogue.
She will climb up and see if, again, there's any sign of Edgar, any sign of the bag of holding, anything.
Edgar's body is up there, yeah. He lies face down on the roof. There's claw marks all over the place as if, like, something was dragged. It's hard to say exactly what, but you could probably assume. But yes, Edgar and the bag of holding are still both up there.
Asiri will take Edgar and put him in the bag of holding.
Okay. There is, when you move over to Edgar, his hand does twitch and the sword manifests and it points like at Lulu's, or not Lulu, AF points at Asiri's neck. It hangs there for probably like 5 seconds and then it slowly dissipates. And then nothing else prevents you from putting Edgar in the bag of holding.
As Asiri's putting him in, she'll say, basically that she's going to do her best to bring him back.
Okay.
She's speaking to the hand.
The
hand can't speak common and stuff.
The hand deigns not to speak, but also doesn't stab you.
That's
Nothing but
better
upside.
than expected. Doesn't stab me, doesn't like pop out, try to eat me,
Nope.
so...
Just tries to eat you. I guess then my next question is there anything else you want to do in Schloss Karamark?
Get that rope.
And so it was. Someone remembered the rope of climbing.
To get that rope.
Get that rope.
I suppose Asiri will possibly look out for Bob, but she also isn't going to wait around forever for him to show up after everything that's happened.
Yeah, it's fair.
And with that, she wishes to leave.
Okay. Leaving Schloss Karamark behind, it's a bit of a journey from where you are. Well, no. No. I won't say that. Where do you go?
Is it time for Siri to go home?
And Siri's like, nope, it's a TPK. Goes to Garoon and it's all done.
I wouldn't say no to
Well,
that.
she's going to have to stop at Lepidstead no matter what. Like, she's not taking a giant trip to Garoon without some sort of teleportation magic. But she also needs to talk to Kendra.
Okay. It's somehow, blessedly, because you've had it hard enough, you are able to get back to Lepidstadt in a couple days' travel, and nothing really jumps out to bother you.
It's the eons keeping you safe.
Something.
Something like that. Asiri will arrive and first thing she's going to do, she's going to find Kendra. That's
Okay.
find
You're-
someone that she knows is an ally that she can talk to, because she's running out of those real fast.
Yeah, it's accurate. Kendra she's got like I forget what the word is when you stay at a hotel for longer than like a night.
A suite.
Not a suite, like
A reservation?
not a reservation, like a, damn it, I can't.
Extended stay.
Yeah, sure, that's the one. She's got one of them at a inn. It's not hard to track her down. You find her probably actually in the common room. She's just, Siri? You've been gone so long.
Kendra will definitely notice the scar on Asiri's neck.
She blinks a couple times. What? What happened?
It was a bloodbath.
Where's she? Starts like looking in the direction of the door. The Damphir boy and Geldern was his name? And wait, where's Lulu?
At this point, like, Asiri just starts bawling and runs into a hug with Kendra. Like, she doesn't care what anybody in the common room is thinking right now. She's just done.
Yeah, all the eyes in the room probably go just directly on you at this point. Kendra returns the hug. And she kind of just says nothing at this point. The gravity hits her and it gets real quiet.
I was able to recover some of the bodies. They're in the bag. We might be able to afford a resurrection, but oh my god, I was supposed to be the one keeping them alive. Damn it.
She looks at you and does that like half sad smile. Or rather like half smile because sad. You understand. I'm really sorry. Do you have any idea what did this or why, or this is obviously over my head? She just kind of looks down at the floor.
The whole place was booby trapped. Just, it was like some horrific museum, and it's like the whole building wanted us dead. And there was this, oh gosh, I don't even remember what it's called at this point. It was some horrific amalgamation of monsters that had been stitched together. It was awful, and I was never able to find Bob. So I don't know. I don't even know if he's alive or if he knew this was going to happen or what.
It sounds like we have a lot of questions left to answer. You should probably go meet with the judge. Maybe she can help. I heard she was sending a couple of her own to go help you guys. I can't remember his name. Real charming young man, Jonna something.
He's
him and a drow.
Also, Jonathan is also in the bag, and I'm afraid there's There's nothing we could do for the Magus. He's... Oh my gosh.
Kendra nods.
I don't want to get you mixed up in this, but I should go speak to the judge. So I wish you could come with. I'm
She
running out
stands
of
up
allies very quickly.
before you go any further. Just of course, and she stands up.
All right. Suppose Assyri and Kendra will go find the justice.
Justice! Sorry, I can never not.
Justice!
Justice! So you
Justice.
You do so. She's not hard to find. She actually probably, you like turn the corner and there she is and she's found you. Just, where are their bodies?
Assyri starts pulling them out one by one from the bag of holding.
We will discuss the finances later. And she snaps her fingers a couple times and a priest of Abadar comes running up. Mechanically speaking, y'all still have to pay for this out of the loot or go into debt. Congratulations! Welcome to capitalism! But the first person that the justice is going to have resurrected will be Jonathal. Jonathal worked for the order.
So does this mean I need to stop making ghost noises now?
Yeah.
Crap.
If Jonathal is feeling
Jonathal would be
particularly
willing.
humorous.
Everybody freaks out because Jonathal animates as a ghost and then he goes dead.
I guess Jonathan would just kind of slowly open his eyes, blink a bit. Where am I this time?
The judge leans over your body and just, you're safe. Report.
Judge, where are you? And Jonathan slowly opens his eyes to reveal them to be basically entirely white, save for the left one, that has a slight slimmer of a golden trace on it. Where?
I'm right here, son. And she's like right over top of your face leaning.
I know you're there, but I can't. Oh, God, my head hurts.
Where is Aurelian?
Aurelian?
At this point, who's the... I'll roll for it. Yeah, the next one, as this conversation is happening, the cleric reses Edgar.
What? Aurelian, he was still standing when I was taken to see. I saw the Great Vault. I was in the courts of Abadar. Oh.
Unfortunately, you're back with us now, son. Edgar is resed, the priest goes to Geldern.
I cough off blood that was in my lungs. I was like, never
Edgar?
wanted Jonathan?
Oh, okay. It looks like we met. Oh, God. As he falls out of whatever he's laying on, I imagine.
Just rolls off a
Kinda
He kind of leaches over in Edgar's direction and then falls off the bed.
I try to catch you. We can't have...
Assyri sort of runs to Edgar and goes, "What happened? I woke up and
Oh.
it was like
there was a
a
device.
hurricane of blood in there, and the monster wasn't there anymore, and
I don't know where Molden is, but he got you to safety. And then I climbed up the rest of the ladder. I was able to activate the device on the top. I don't know what it did. It was just surely luck it activated. And the creature grabbed me. My hand fought it as much as it could, but my body gave out. And when that gives out, it gives out too. And as I was passing out, I thought I saw Bob. I thought I did. I must have if we're alive. If you survived for us to live.
Not to
So
quickly
what-
interrupt the roleplay, but to quickly interrupt the roleplay, I forgot to ask, Emmy, is this the end of Lulu? Because technically we can res her too.
With gold.
With gold.
More gold we don't have. And my family's
I think
rich. I should be fine.
Asiri feels as though she has been irresponsible with Lulu, and she would feel guilty bringing Lulu back to the land of the living.
Okay. The judge goes looking around through everything, and Geldern is back up at this point too. I looks over.
Mime. A great
Guys,
wall. So
I
many
hate to-
screaming souls.
I hate to be a bearer of bad news, but I can't really see what I can see.
What?
Asiri will
Is that
look
a problem
into
for anybody
Jonathan's
else?
eyes and do a heal check.
As that's going on, the cleric has a couple of feathers in his hands. I'm sorry, ma'am. There's not enough left of her. In the
I
comments
didn't
below,
do
you
that.
press F. We thought she'd die in Haunting at Harrowstone, but no. She died a warrior's death.
As Asiri kind of looks closer at Jonathan's eyes, she would see the golden mark
Wow.
kind of drift across his eyes through one to the other, kind of just like floating.
And it's pretty obvious to Asiri that somehow, some way, looks like John's been cursed.
Ah. Are you touching me? You're touching me. Why are you touching me? Because you need to see things. Why is everything so dizzy? Ah.
Yeah.
Why am I laughing? I don't know. Oh, I hate coming back
Oh,
from the
wow.
dead.
This
I hate dying. That was true. That's also not fun.
this is why I can't bring Lulu back. I just grabbed the feathers to remember her by. I buried her, but I can't put her through that. I don't think she would want it.
I'm sorry.
As this is going on, the cleric moves up and he takes the 3
what
rounds
happened?
necessary to to cast restoration twice on everyone who has 2 permanent negative levels.
Okay.
That's much better. I felt like throwing up before.
Hey,
Ugh.
did anybody grab my sword? My uncle's gonna be really pissed if I don't have that. I think I'm pretty certain Dintra character put it in the bag along with my hand.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
like
we-
looted your bodies hard.
Yeah.
One soft.
Oh, speaking of swords,
Hey!
I hold my hand out in front of me, away from me. How are you doing?
Good to see you awake, master. The sword starts to manifest. That would be a bad idea.
Yeah. Not here.
I do not think we want creepy blood swords in Abadar's house. Abadar doesn't like creepy blood swords. I asked him.
Not so much.
Abaddon. Abaddon. Well,
You what?
I got to see Abadar's place. I went to the vault. There were libraries in there. I feel funny. Oh, gods, what has happened to me?
Remember?
Yeah, I was reading through the books of lore. I was in the process of getting passed to go into the Grand Vaults of Abadar when somebody came to me and I don't remember who, said that he needed me to continue working here before I get to go see the vault. And I was like, okay, I didn't get to finish my last opera anyway.
And on that note, the judge has been moving some figures around between the diamonds used to bring you back, the diamond dust to restore you to full vitality. Unfortunately, these things do not come cheap. I'm afraid to inform you that you owe the Church of Abadar and the Esoteric Order of the Palatini 21,000 gold pieces.
I have a staff of swarming insects.
Yeah,
as
I
I
think
hand
the
them.
stuff of swarming insects covers that. It's worth like, I think like 22,000 or something.
This is worth 22,000 gold. Does that help?
She takes it, looks it over, nods once.
So what's our debt down to?
It
I'm
doesn't
not gonna
cover it. It's a fake.
It's a fake! Bullshit! Throws it out the window, kills all of you again.
This is what Abadar was telling me. It'd be difficult to transition. Not the negative levels, but the fucking price tag.
Not the price tag. Everything's have the price.
Staff
That is pretty much the worth of the stuff. They can have the rest. That's a tip.
That's a tip.
Uh,
The
You
judge.
should totally tip people who bring you back from the death.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's
Yeah. Keep it as compensation.
The judge looks all of you over and just, no, seriously, I need a report. What did you find? What did you learn?
where's
There was a where's
Where-
what?
where is he?
Does the report have to be today? I think we need to recover from the shock of dying and coming back.
Siri was
Where's Aurelian? We're
volunteer.
missing someone.
judge.
Siri will what?
She's going to volunteer to offer a report, considering that she was the only one who got to see the aftermath of everything.
And I say while she was paralyzed, I was the last one to go down. I've seen it all before. If you would like my report, I'm not a member, but I've seen a lot of the stuff there.
She listens to the pair of you give the report and looks you both over and just, well, did you find... Where was the owner of the mansion, Alphonse Karamark?
Who?
Yes. I think so. When we got to the top of the tower, there was this, what appeared to be an idol at the time that was blinking at us with the monster there. We thought it was possibly somehow connected, and this thing was beyond any of us to defeat. And as we ran, we tossed in a grenade. When I returned back to the tower to witness the aftermath, it turns out that the idol was an Iron Maiden, and there was a corpse which had fallen out.
So you mean to tell me the old man is dead and was trapped in one of his own torture devices?
That seems to be the case, although I cannot say for sure if it was him.
Older man, short, silvery hair. She begins to describe Karamark in, like, near perfect detail. And that was definitely the body.
Yes, that was him.
All right. She inhales, exhales. There's clearly more going on here than meets the eye. Certainly, Alphonse Karamark was an insane man, but to trap his own manor... No. She looks at Geldern, then Edgar, then Asiri.
There was some mark at the front from I dare not say, just an opposing association, and I'll leave it at that.
She rolls a sense motive that she can't fail. I'm not looking at her character sheet right now. You mean to tell me the Whispering Way?
Asiri nods.
All right. The three of you. She points at everyone who's not John. Clearly, though sometimes we don't get as lucky as we should, the three of you are some of the most talented individuals I have seen in a while. And one of you was good enough to come back to us. We need all the help we can get. I'm willing to pay if you need money, but we need more information. I need you to go back and bring Alphonse's body to the Order that we can interrogate him, or I need you to do it yourself. Can you cast Speak with Dead?
Yes.
You can't right now, actually.
Yeah, Asiri says
I say that
yes,
like, wait a
and
minute.
then she goes, "Oh, never mind."
She fishes out a scroll. Here, take this. We need to know what happened. I have enough paperwork to fill out as it stands now.
Oh, hey, I can do this, I say, taking it. Oh, this makes sense. This is simple.
Return when you know more.
Okie dokie.
I will.
I still feel very lightheaded. Am I okay? I'm not missing blood, am I?
I don't know.
Oh, God.
Do you have a second voice inside your head?
No,
I
Master,
always
just
had a
you.
second. I always had 3 voices in my head, thank you very much. The 4th one moved out yesterday.
Okay. He's
I'm
not
making
okay.
a joke. I'm making a joke before anyone freaks out.
Okay.
I just
Good.
feel dizzy. And I'm not kidding when I say I can't see, but I can see. Really disconcerting.
That's kind of strange. Like, what do you mean?
Well, for example, I physically cannot see. Like, I close and open my eyes, I can't tell the difference. But I can, and I point over to Edgar. I can tell that you're perfectly fine and that you and your hand are having a hissy fit. I point behind me. I can tell that priest over there is probably hiding some feelings for someone in this room. I'm not going to say who, but you really ought to be more true to yourself, friend. And I know that the priest over here is holding on to far more scrolls and diamonds on her than she would want to admit. It's like I have a 360-degree vision of the room for just a little distance. Mechanically speaking,
That's
I have
interesting.
I have a dark vision for 60 feet, so I don't need to worry about that stuff anymore. But I can't see any further than that. It's physically impossible.
Well, they do say coming back from the dead is an ordeal.
Well, then I saw some things on the other side. I don't think you're normally supposed to see and then come back here as a mortal.
The judge nods.
Feel like that one's kind of it. Maybe I read one too many books, Vabadar's collection or something. There are some very good legends in there. But it's all kind of fuzzy to me about what I actually read. Oh well. Maybe this will be useful. For whatever reason, I feel different. But I'm still alive, so hey. Let's start. I won't have to have my uncle cuss me out in the afterlife for getting there first. That's a good point.
You guys are able to make it back to the Schloss with no real interruptions, nothing jumps out at you. The body is a couple days gross, but still in one piece.
Oh gosh, my grenade did a number on him.
Oh. Wait. Before we do this, I want to try something. And I'm gonna
Okay.
reach into my pouch and pull out some parchment. Give me an hour. Okay? I'm gonna try something. And I'm gonna use this ability. Automatic writing. Once per day, I can spend a full hour on the yeah.
Got it.
Basically, I can cast a divination with a 90% effectiveness.
Okay.
Once per day. And I'm going to say low, for one thing.
It
And,
is successful.
and I'm going to... I just need to double-check the wording of the divination spell. The advice granted by the spell can be the base chance. Yep. Okay. I'm going to try and remember. Specifically, I'm going to try and write out a page from a book that was written like kind of as things were going on. What were the most important thoughts that the fellow that we're about to interrogate had? Like, basically, what should we focus on talking to him about?
Okay. And divination, if successful, gives you how much information?
Divination is successful. The advice granted by the spell can be as simple as a short phrase or might take the form of a cryptic rhyme or omen.
Okay.
This is giving me flashbacks to a particular
Xandu, yeah, a little
bald
bit.
divination caster.
A little bit, yeah.
Go, rhyming
Well,
Tommy.
I mean, I am a lore oracle, so
Go, rhyming Tommy!
Yeah, it's just Xandu did the automatic writing thing a lot.
I remember this.
well, yeah, it's good. It's a divination with 90% effectiveness once per day.
Basically, you get just like, ask him what happened, ask him where they went, ask him what happened, ask him where they went, over and over and over and over again.
So, what happened and where they went are the two big ones that are sticking in my mind.
Yeah.
And I don't get any inclination of who they are in that statement.
No. Just where
Okay.
you probably know, he probably means the Whispering Way, but where
Yeah.
they went, what happened, where they went.
Okay, I'm gonna write that out. Kind of like look at the parchment paper and say, I read this, like when I was seeing the books and everything. I think I saw pieces of what's happening in reality as it's happening. It's kind of weird. Weird. I'm just gonna like.
You have a
crumple up
lot
the
you
paper.
could teach me.
I feel like my magic and your magic's far more inclined now. Speaking of which, I'm gonna reach into the pouch and pull out the scroll of Speak with Dead. And since I am an oracle now, I can use it without any form of UMD check, because it is on my spell list.
It is indeed. There's no save. The eyes of the dead man blink open. It's mostly just a gross mess. Just, Yes.
What happened here?
Oh, well, your undead friend sets a grenade off and sent me to be with my loving wife once again. But I assume you want more information than that, yes?
Let me just double check something. Answer questions. One question per 2 caster levels. What's the caster level of the scroll?
Call it 10th.
Okay, so we have 5 questions. Does that statement count? So that's one question.
Yes.
And then he
And
asks
then-
you a question, then if you say yes, that's a statement.
Yeah, would that cost me another question?
It would not.
Okay, then yes.
Oh, I'd be so happy to tell you the Whispering Way. They come to my castle, they use my creation to steal my child.
Where did they go?
They took something from Lepidstadt, he, like, clucks his tongue as if to, like, snap his fingers. Some sort of effigy, I believe. somewhere to the southeast. I believe they're heading to Askinor Lodge. Yes, that's the only thing out there unless they want to deal with werewolves.
Who is your child?
Well, I had 2 of them. They seem to be gone now.
I
That
assume
doesn't
he's
answer my
talking
question.
about the 2 big constructs.
Never make assumptions. The dead can always lie.
They like being cryptic.
Ask him what they planned to do with the effigy.
Do you know the Whispering Ways plan with the effigy?
No, not at all. Surely nothing good.
I'm gonna well, actually, John does not turn his head to talk to anyone anymore. He just kind of seems unfocused as he looks. Any other suggestions, friends? These seem to be the biggest ones I can think of right off the top of my head. And they follow the path of my little divination from before.
We could ask.
We
How did
could
he end up in
always
the-
ask if there's more hidden here. Because, I mean, we just lost a lot, and I don't think we explored everything here. Maybe they can point us to something that can help us recuperate our losses. I mean, this guy has enough money to spend on constructing giant constructs. That's a lot of money.
Alright.
Ever the merchant.
Ever the merchant.
I'm going to see this. Trying to figure out how to word this.
You can ask nach hidden riches, maybe?
Where's all your money?
Where did you keep all of the physical valuables in your life?
Oh, I'm sure the Whispering Way made off with everything you haven't already. And
That doesn't answer the question.
Sassy ghost.
I think that was question 5.
That was question 5, but I don't feel like he answered the question.
I feel like he was being purposely evasive and is able to do so by virtue of the spell.
Doesn't he need to make a will save, though?
Does he?
Let me double check the wording of the spell. Corpse gets a will save to resist the spell. The corpse can refuse to answer your questions or attempt to deceive you using bluff, so he needs to roll a bluff check.
I mean, he's not trying to deceive you. He's not, it's not a thing you would believe. He is just facetious with his last question and then fades away.
Well, should we...
Knew so much, yet knew so little.
Should we return him to the church for a proper burial?
No. He will
when
not
this-
receive a proper burial. He has broken many
please-
laws of Abadar.
We could bear him out to sea then?
I'll say it's pretty clear to everybody in the room that Alphonse Karamark was, at the very least, up to some really questionable stuff.
Yeah, I think that the
What
last
is within
spider
the
murdering
tradition of
construct.
Abadar? How does Abadar handle the dead of those that are very clearly damned?
He probably doesn't. Pharasma will sort him out.
I just kind of stand up, kick the skull to the side. Pharasma shall handle the rest. It is not my concern.
We may want to give his wife a proper burial.
His wife
least.
seems to be a decent person. But
Well,
him,
we don't.
I do not care. Leave him
At
for
the
the
very
Ravens.
least, they could interrogate him with more questions than what we could think of.
Problem is that successive divination magic tends to weaken the waters. And you tend to find yourself getting the same answers over and over again.
We just need the head, as I cut off the head.
I thought the head was kind of already cut off, but okay.
I thought it was all attached, just dead.
No, he was in one piece. His eyes and brain were kind of screwed up, but the rest of him was fine.
Well, then I'm
We
just
just
going
need
to
this.
take the rest of the body, and kind of like use spark to light a bit of the cloth on fire and just kind of let it burn.
I tell you guys, if this place wasn't such a death trap, I would say it would make a great base for us, but I really don't want to claim this death trap as base.
We could have asked him if there's any more traps. Dang it.
He wouldn't have answered in a snarky way.
Ah.
The only reason he answered us so forthcoming about the Whispering Way is a sort of
Revenge
anger
at
in his
them.
own. Yes, he seeks
Yeah.
vengeance in his own
Alrighty.
way.
If we do take this place as our own, I think this would be my room. It's got a nice skylight, and we all almost died here.
Are
I'd
we
rather burn
serious?
this place to the ground.
Knowing Abadar, that would be a huge waste of resources. There is still raw potential to this building. It may have once been used for evil, but at the very least, it could be turned into a positive place now. Do not destroy a building simply because it was desecrated, but instead consecrate the grounds again.
Yeah.
Vampire Rehabilitation Center?
Yeah. Just to remember, guys, that there was like a whole building that we skipped, which is probably still full of enemies. Just making sure that you know before you like walk out for breakfast and get stabbed by people.
Yeah.
Ah, I love my new house. I got a nice cup of coffee. Oh gosh, that's a sword for my chest.
Oops, dead again.
Not again.
I cannot bring back the dead myself yet.
Okay.
The series
people-
is very fidgety right now.
You're not the only one.
These people, the Whispering Way, they bring me great anger, rage. They need to be brought to justice. No, they need vengeance. They need to be struck down at the roots.
I am all for normally giving one a trial. I must also kind of agree with the path of cutting them down.
No, a complete and utter extermination.
That might be a bit of a stretch, friend. Surely we should see if some can be redeemed.
Ah, redeemed. The Journal of Vengeance. Well, I don't know if he would want them redeemed or not. They did strike me. And burn me.
Funny. It seems as though our deaths have made us more religious.
I was always a follower of him. But it was just really to get back at my father. But now I have more enemies now. More to burn.
I didn't used to be very religious, but if you're almost made part of a piece of the eternal wall, then you kind of start becoming a bit religious.
The series sort of has.
I've played and read enough of the
hand on her
Forgotten Realms.
crossbow.
I've played and read enough of the Forgotten Realms setting to understand what Robin is talking about, and I think I agree. The big wallow atheists from D&D.
Yeah, it's pretty much if you're an atheist, you get to be part of the wall and suffer eternally. You never return to the circle of souls. Yeah, it's pretty much the most messy. Yeah, it's quite funny. It's like even if you like a freaking demon believe or something, it's still better than not believing in gods.
That's really messed up.
Yes, it is.
It's better to love Satan.
Then
Edgar would notice that as he's talking about revenge, Asiri sort of has her hand over the crossbow.
Ah. Oh. You mean the time I blacked out? Trust me. It was hungry. But it knows you're a friend. A Siri.
Master, are you...
It told me.
The hand begins twitching towards Asiri.
John would stand in between Asiri and
Actually,
Edgar.
well, no, there wasn't enough left of Aurelian to find Aurelian. Never mind. I was like, wait a minute, that was the thing. Nah, not so much.
He's gonna step in between Edgar and Aurelian.
Now.
Aurelian got eaten, right?
Yep. Got nommed by a vampire.
Sorry,
sword.
not Edgar and Asiri. Sorry, I said the wrong name. I'm getting...
Classic Ross.
Really is. Like, if I
fine.
DM, I have to have a list of names of all my major NPCs and a quick blur to remember which one is. No joke.
It's fine. Currently, your character is mentally messed up, so it fits.
But still, I'm just gonna step in between Siri and Edgar.
I know you've seen much, but keep your mouth shut. She's directing that at Jonathal, because she's basically has the idea that Jonathal kind of could figure out what happened using divination, but...
Now, I say to my hand out loud, now, please swear to me you will not harm these people. She brought me back to life. We owe her a life debt. She's the only person in this world I owe a life debt to. So she cannot die.
Your sword says nothing.
At least until the debt is repaid.
Jonathan's just gonna raise his eyebrows, which is kind of funny because he hasn't really been reactive with his eyes at all, and say, well, it seems as though this part of our journey has changed us all in many ways. It seems in the greater scheme of things probably for the worse, but we are all still alive, and is it too much of me to say that we are all still friends?
I still consider you all my only friend in this world.
Eldon
You're literally
walks
all my
over.
only friends.
Yeah, Eldon walks over and touches Edward's shoulders, like they're there. We made it somehow, even though we weren't always all in one piece. And maybe not all pieces have made it back, or maybe it's a couple extra pieces. When I look over at our cursed friend.
That is a fair statement.
Yep.
Siri sort of relaxes a little, looks at Edgar. I suppose I owe you a life debt too. After all, you did activate whatever that device was.
A DC 20, blind luck, and then 2d4 rounds before the beast shows up.
And we...
By this much!
we could have been King player, playing Kingmaker if you had rolled just one lower.
We could have gone to the Stolen Lands, but now we're going to Broken Moon.
Oh,
I guess
boy.
as this conversation is going on, we can go ahead and do it now. No one noticed it come in, but kind of out of nowhere, wandering around the room, it comes up behind Asiri and starts like tugging on Asiri's pant leg, and that's how Asiri notices it. You turn around and there's this little fox pulling.
You didn't.
The fox just kind of cocks its head questioningly.
Okay, you have to tell me real quick, what color is this fox?
The color you think it is, and I forget. I have to be honest with you.
Oh gosh, this is... Oh my
A
gosh.
cameo.
Is Siri... Do you know that fox? I think I have very good basis by which to go say that that is not a normal.
No, it definitely looks. Emmy's gonna have to help me out on this one because I'm brain farting, but definitely does look a little less than normal.
Its fur is pure white.
I think there's a holy symbol on it somewhere too, right?
Not necessarily a.
It's been a
don't remember
while.
if
I
it's the
forget.
one.
There's
Yeah.
They're usually marked, those particular kinds of familiars, so there's probably somewhere some kind of like, if you could track the spots on its fur, it would make like a butterfly pattern. But yeah, fur is just snow white. Continues to Chewie, stop breathing into your mic when I'm flavor texting you.
Sorry.
The fox just kind of cocks its head the other way and boops you.
That
Poops
door.
a snoot.
Sort of sits down. Her tail moves a little bit as she boops the fox back.
And when you do, you feel the connection. Feels not unlike with Lulu. This one's a little different, maybe a little more, dare I say, carefree. It's hard to describe exactly, I think, how that particular familiar would feel compared to Lulu. It barks
Feels
and
grounded.
like puts its little paws up on like your knee and does the like an animal wants to be picked up, right? You know what I mean? Where it's like pawing at your leg.
Yep.
It's no longer in the air, it's grounded. Is the difference.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well,
Wow.
so
I am like scrolling. Ah, there it is.
We
I
have
can
to
find
find
it.
very old flavor text from the OG Rune Lords run.
Oh yeah. Like I am pulling up a different Roll20 editor right now. Wow.
well, this is a development.
Yeah, it definitely is a development. Okay.
So
Found it. It's white gray fur, and she has violet eyes.
There it is. That's what marks her as a special. She has that archetype still. If you would like her to, you can of course retrain Luvesi as you see fit.
The other thing I was looking for was her name.
Oh, there you go. I remembered that much.
Siri sort of knows how familiars work. She knows this might be able to speak to her, and she does feel that connection. Well, hello there. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Luvesi. Mama said you needed help. As it says this, it goes and nuzzles you. Looks like you've been through a lot.
Hello?
Oh, what did I cut
it
out?
working still?
Son of a whore!
Hello.
Son of a whore!
Hey, people.
Ah, pip, 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 pip.
Again.
Yeah.
Pip, pip, super. I was just screaming, son of a whore, so loud.
So do
the
you,
session's gonna get flagged hard. I'm just, son of a whore. Yeah, Luvesi is like, oh, hi, I'm Luvesi. Mama said you needed help. And boops you. You look like you've been through a lot.
Yeah, you could say that. Mama? Never mind. The cereal sort of play with Luvesi, sort of scritch her ears.
And so it was. It is wholesome.
Yes. You.
Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo!
Oh gosh.
Oh, you mean me. Ah.
Yes.
Well, back open the floor is. So this is a really random question, but I have Discord open. Is Sven snoring? Sven is snoring.
What?
I'm like, that's a pretty regular breathing. I think Sven is no longer with us.
I'm still here and I'm not snoring. I
Oh.
can.
Fair enough. It just sounded like very regular, slow. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. In any case, if you guys would like to explore the rest of the Schloss, I won't stop you. You
No.
didn't find all the traps.
Uh-huh.
Only some of
No.
them.
Those traps are better left forgotten.
Robin is correct. There's more loot. Tommy is correct. Is it worth your life?
I mean, we have new powers now.
Kind of.
I have new powers now.
Yeah.
I can heal everyone.
And I didn't know I'd be coming back from
Hey,
dead
that's
or
my
dying.
job.
Well, I also took healing spells because I feel naked if I can't heal.
A healer plus a healer makes an uber healer.
Especially when the Damphir can't benefit from either of them.
Haha, joke's on you, I can do inflict wounds.
Inflict moons? he just pulls a crescent moon boomerang out. Inflict moons! Wah!
Inflict a moon.
A bard joke.
Cleric of Sukio reporting for duty.
In the name of the moon, I will punish you.
No, no.
Or that.
Moon.
No.
Now we're playing a Sailor Moon game. Hooray! Well, unless anybody else has anything to do here to quickly fast track it, to report back to the judge
We're taking the body of the wife.
of the WAF. Alright, gotcha. Doing
Should
a
we
big
question
scroll.
her too? Women sometimes tend to be more perceptive than the man.
Well, does anyone want to question dead lady?
Just ask. Yeah, maybe some of the people, the order want to. I mean, we are bringing her
Yeah.
back, right?
I mean, Asiri would need to rest to prepare the spells. So
And Jonathan, do we have any more scrolls you could cast?
Got the one.
Ah.
Well, just take a body with us.
Yeah, take a body. What's one more corpse between friends?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
I mean
facts.
Could we
the
go and try and find
Megafolding has a
Aurelian? I
lot
do want my
less
friend to
corpses.
be back alive.
What?
Is there any chance we could find Aurelian's corpse? I mean, I kind of want my friend alive.
Well, there was that thing. Chewie, I mean,
You didn't see this.
explain.
Yeah, you didn't see it.
I was dead already.
I mean,
Those noises.
Asiri will say she'll leave it at no. He was eaten by one of the monsters here, which is not technically a lie.
Hey,
It was a
give
monster
me
that
a
was
bluff
there.
check.
Fine.
Oof,
Got a bluff
calling
against the
Edgar a
party.
monster.
No, the head.
Yeah.
Was
She's
it
got a
the-
bluff against me. She doesn't got a bluff against the party.
It's the monster inside me. Out of game.
It's his new Skillet album that he's writing. The Monster Inside Me.
Yeah, that's just a straight up cha.
Bluff?
Cha cha cha. Cha
Chatty chatty cha.
Eh,
Sense motive? John.
No.
She's lying. She's lying like a cat. I was gonna say lie like a dog, but that don't make sense.
And Siri, why
I
do you
mean-
lie to me? You know, this is actually really creepy. I realize that now that I'm actually really damn good at this sort of stuff and can sense This is creepy, but still.
John-
Siri, why did you lie to me?
Siri, Jonathan,
I'm not
I don't know what
lying,
happened.
Are you telling a partial truth?
He is onto you. He's onto you hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we will still
Please
play
don't ask any more
Kingmaker.
questions you don't want to know the answers to.
Okay.
And
But someone must know the answers.
I
You?
was blacked out during the situation. Which is not a lie. I did black out during it.
He did indeed.
Did you?
Everyone in the party knows that, and I need a reminder myself, that there is a talking sword in Edgar's hand, right? We're aware of the manifestation of evil anger blade.
Yeah, in somewhat. I
Yeah,
think.
give me Arcana checks. If you can roll Arcana checks, roll Arcana checks.
I
I think-
can.
I think Molden was the only one who really kept trying to figure out the sword.
Aww.
John's
I
not
will use
super
my hero
sure.
point to re-roll that.
Sure, why not?
Oh,
Hell with it.
Religion.
So
Yeah,
John is
I
really,
can-
really sure that magic items exist, magic items can be sentient, and the sword has been coming out of his hand and clearly is more than it appears to be. And if Edgar is talking about a scenario where Edgar blacked out, that could very well mean that a magic item asserted control over Edgar during this time. It's hard to say. No two scenarios happen exactly the same.
Edgar, did your blade control you?
I've never seen it do it before. It's mostly it's ever done was try to stab somebody, but I've been able
You
to force
didn't
it
see
back.
it? You wouldn't see it if you were blacked out, as you said.
We were fighting a whatchamacallit.
Did your sword eat my friend?
I don't know. It mostly you were literally the only the only two people I've ever sucked the blood from my sword has been you and a halfling unintentionally whenever I first found it.
Is
Oh
Siri-
yeah, I remember that.
Did Edgar eat my friend?
If that is true, it wasn't me. It was the cobble.
Asiri stares awkwardly at Jonathan and doesn't say anything.
That's
There's just
probably
a-
enough to condemn.
Yeah, there's
Edgar
a-
if it's real
there's just-
awkward.
There's a
Fight,
sharp
fight,
inhale
fight.
and a soft exhale. Is there no way we can get him back?
Can't true resurrection
Nothing
ignore a
but
body?
Blood.
You consumed him, Edgar. You literally probably took what was all of his essence on this material plane to satiate your hunger.
I'm a damn peer. I don't have a hunger.
You
Master,
have
you're a what?
I am a damn peer as far as you all know. And
The sword gets real, like, even when it's quiet, you can kind of feel it in the back of your head. Now it just gets like real, like as if a light switch had clicked off.
Ah, great. Well, sword, you always have
Asiri
people
has
say
her
I was a
hand
damn
on
peer.
the crossbow again.
Well, be prepared, guys. It decided to go quiet in my head, so be prepared. I'm warning you now. And trust me, if it does happen again, you can always cut the arm off. But
Well,
question.
now that it's self-sufficient, didn't you say it can move by itself?
Yeah, I
even
was like,
if
I just read some of the
separated
rules
from
for
the body?
account. It's comparable. It's gonna get sentient real quick.
I'm gonna look over. What if I were to try and cast Remove Curse on it?
You could certainly try.
Well, I don't know if that's a good idea yet, so I'll kind of just like hold up my hand, a bit of magic kind of forming it, and say, should I try to remove it?
alright. Hang on. Listen up, Sword. I am a Nosferatu Vampire, as I'm surprised it took you this long to figure out. But I think the reason I look so familiar, I think you are my father's blade.
Is he saying this out loud?
Yeah.
Okay.
The sword doesn't reply.
And that's probably why my blood seems so thin but familiar to you. So, the best bet of you seeing the father again, your creator, I will help get you there. But that will be the deal we make. And we may learn to like each other.
Give me a diplomacy or intimidate. Get real social with it.
We'll sauce with my hand.
Hello, hand!
How are you doing?
Talk to the hand. I can't Z-snap, right? Z-snap.
Okay, I opened it up my carry tickets as I didn't know would be rolling to get out.
After you died a miserable death, yeah.
Mystery will aid since she resurrected you.
I
and
mean,
you helped her.
the Esoteric Order resurrected.
Well, brought him to the Esoteric Order to resurrect.
There you
Got
go.
him resurrected.
I will listen for now, Edgar.
Alrighty. Thank you. And I will listen to you too. I'll take your point of view in consideration with events. For it doesn't feel like this is one-sided.
Good.
That
In
is
consideration.
concerning.
In consideration.
I guess we do get to roleplay the Black Blade a little farther.
You can try it.
Gelder makes a mental note that the next time we have time to research, that he will research how to take care of the ego score of intelligent magic items to rein those in.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. Well, the cat's out of the bag to the hand.
the cat's out of the hand. Meow.
The cat's out of the hand.
So,
I mean,
A series, cousin?
yeah, never mind.
y'all make your way back to the judge, and she takes the corpses and just... I will be frank with you. We need to know more. Alphonse Karamark was clearly up to... We'll get everything we need out of him, shall we say that, but why the Whispering Way had his creations steal something so unique is beyond us. The three of you, if you would consider joining our ranks. She pulls 4 pouches of gold and sets just like 1, 2, 3, 4 down. 6,000 gold pieces to each of you as a, oh, shall we say, signing bonus.
Alrighty.
And
I'll
into
take
the
that.
Shudderwood at this time.
And join you.
Okay. Am I not coming through again?
Siri looks and thinks it
Yeah, I'm
over.
not. I
real
cut out
hard.
again, you poop heads.
Where did you say we were going again?
I always I wonder when I'm cutting out. Like, are these people just interrupting me? Are these people rude? I'll find them. We don't have any agents at open disposal right now to go to the Shudderwood. But all of you seem capable enough. Figure out why the Whispering Way stole the Sea Sage effigy, track them down, return it if you can. There will be more
Why not
gold.
count as an agent anymore?
I mean, are we going to... The Shudderwood is where the werewolves are, right?
Yeah.
Good. Siri thinks it over real hard. She grabs the bag of gold. As long as this isn't considered permanent.
No. Only as permanent as you'd like it to be. And 6,000 gold is pushed Jonathan's way as well. And for you, my friend, thank you for your continued support of the Order. Your family would be very proud of you.
More specifically, my uncle, my granduncle, but yes. Thank you, Judge. It's an honor to continue helping. Also, I feel my faith has been strengthened. So, maybe perhaps it was good to be seeing that, maybe not.
I feel that after this ordeal, we need a couple of days' rest.
I can procure us, perhaps, means to get to town. I can always, see if my family... Is the area that we're going to an actual city, or is it just like a shack in the woods? Where are we?
It seemed like if they were going to the Shutterwood, the only logical place you would go in the Shutterwood, unless you're a werewolf or trying to become one, is the Askinor Lodge, which is just a very, dare I say, upper middle class bougie hunting lodge.
I might be able to get my family. I might be able to ask my granduncle to see if he could maybe perhaps allow us to go to the lodge, or at the very least, get me a space in there, and then you all can come along as my servants, bodyguards, whatever we decide is the best cover story. After all, my family has been there a few times. My brother, which one was it that Joan has?
I'm
It
not
was
sure the
mine.
lodge is our best bet, but that's beside the point.
At the very least, we could stay there.
The broken bit of silver blade.
Hmm.
Oh yes. Oh, sorry. My brother Gregory enjoys going to the lodge quite a bit. He's familiar with the area. But I think he's in the Stolen Lands at the moment, so he's disposed.
That character I was going to roll up for Kingmaker. That'd be so great, but he's busy right now.
Hey, I mean, if somebody was going to have to resurrect John, it probably eventually would have been Gregory.
That's fair.
That was going to be one of his long-term goals, to resurrect John as an NPC for the court.
Indeed. And I guess one thing I will say is if no one has any other role-playing they want to do for 10 more minutes, this is probably a pretty good place to call it.
Well, I would like to ask the person one more question, the judge.
Sure. Make it so.
Is there any places of worship of the General of Vengeance nearby? It doesn't have to be something real big.
Oh, there might be a shrine somewhere. He's more commonly worshipped closer to the World Wound. You understand?
I understand. I'll look for one. I'll be there, guys.
All right. Anybody else got anything?
Nope.
Assyria just sort of lodged with her adopted sister and basically tell her where she's going.
Duly noted. Also, the judge makes mention of how somebody's going to be deployed from the Order and they're a pseudo-necromancer tiefling thing. I forget the whole story, but that's where we're calling it. What a great place to call it. Thank y'all for watching. We will begin Broken Moon next time. I didn't think we were going there. I'm a little
I just want to
surprised.
point it out, isn't this the end of part 2?
Yes, that's why I'm saying we will begin Broken Moon.
You would have gone through this entire part without me. Had we gone with the original plan.
Oh my god, yeah. Oops. Okay, the original plan was terrible, but be sure to like and subscribe for more videos. Broken Moon's coming right around the corner. Something. Yes, you're level 7, you nerds. Level to 7. Sell your stuff. Buy your stuff. Play a character. And we'll see you next time. Say bye, guys.
Bye.